Going to discuss the Kholberg's theory of moral development. In the Kholberg's theory of moral development, there are mainly six stages are there in the three levels. So let's see the content what we are going to discuss now. We are going to discuss about the moral development theory of Kholberg and the levels of moral development and the stages of moral development and the criticism of the theory of the moral development. Let's see what is moral development theory by Kholberg. The Kholberg based his theory on a series of moral dilemmas presented to his study subjects. Participants were also interviewed to determine the reasoning behind their judgment and reach the scenario. So in this theory or in this research, the Kholberg have collected the 72 or 75 boys from America itself, and he did the experiment on them. He gave the dilemma. He gave the two different situations in front of them, and they have to decide the decision. They have to take the decision, and those boys are from the different age group. It can be include the 6-year-old boy, 10-year-old boy, 13-year, 14-year, 15-year, like that. The different age group boys were included in this. So let's see the levels of moral development. Here mainly he gave the three levels of moral development. First is pre-conventional development, second is conventional development, third is post-conventional development. Let's see the stages of moral development. In the pre-conventional development, there are two stages, obedience and the punishment. In this stage, the child will obedient because of the fear of punishment. Okay. Then individualism and exchange. In this stage, the child will do whatever he is doing. In return, he wants something. Individualism feelings will be developed in this stage. The next is conventional development. This is the second level of and the third stage is developing good interpersonal relationship. As we can see that the good girl and good boy concept is also there. The same concept is developing good intrapersonal relationship, means they whatever they are doing, they want to become a good girl or good boy in front of the adults. Then the next is maintaining social order. So in this stage in this stage they will follow the rules and regulations whatever are there in the society. For example, if they are going to the school and there in the school, if the teacher or there is a rule in the school, okay, they have to wear the uniform daily, means they will follow the rule. Okay. The next is post conventional development, social contract and individual right. So in this stage, so in this stage they will follow the rules and regulation, and they will think that the rules of laws are important and they have to maintain in the society, and they will fight for the individual right. Okay, they will having the different values, opinions and beliefs for the other people also. Then next is universal principles. Universal principle is the final stage of the Kholberg's theory, and it is based on the universal ethics principles and abstract reasoning. The people will follow these internalized principles for justice even if they conflict with the laws and rules. So in this they will think about the universal level, okay, not for their individual, not for their society only, but the child will think in the universal way or for the universal. And here there is one story. When he start the research at the time. There is one good example which experimented by the Kholberg in his moral development theory. That story is called as a hens steal the drug. So in front of the children they give the situation like hens is a boy, sorry, he is a married man, and he want the drugs or some tablets or some for because his wife is having the cancer. For the cure of that cancer he needs that drug, and one chemist is having that drug, except that chemist no one having that drug in the whole world. So the chemist is telling him to pay $2,000 for per dose, but he is having only $1,000 to buy those drugs. He was collecting the money and he will borrow money from everywhere, but he is unable to collect that $2,000. So what he will do? So the situation in front of the children, they have given that to whom he have to save, to his wife. He have to save his wife, or he have to steal that drug. So the decision will be based on the the thinking capability of the children, and because of that only they have categorized this conventional, post-conventional and the pre-conventional stages. This is a famous story of hens steal the drug, experimented by the Kholberg. And for his research work there is some criticism. First is gender bias, because he have selected only boys, not to the girls, so it's a gender bias. Next is age bias, so he have selected the boys from 6 to 17 years old, not more than that. Then next is cultural bias, so he is emphasizing on the personal rights only. Okay, he's giving the stress on the importance of some society and community. So this is the criticism of the Kholberg's theory.